Okay, first off, I have a really cool card effect to share with you today that uses a brand new shuffle that I've never seen before. And then after the card effect, I'm going to work with a far more transparent packet so that you can see really what's going on. Okay, so hang around to the end. Okay, as you can see, I have 16 cards of various value, suits, and colors. Okay, so let's go ahead and gather these. Now, this new shuffle that I'm going to show you requires a little bit of explanation and build up here. So the first thing I want to show you is you may have seen the dealing out into 4 piles. That's what I'm doing here, where I give the spectator the chance to stack from left to right, right to left, or leapfrog stacking. So maybe they'll want left to right leapfrog. So this one leaps over its neighbor, lands there. This one leaps over its neighbor, lands there. Random stack here decided by you, right on left. Okay. Another way that I've shown on my channel is called the serpentine deal. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you deal in opposite order, and then opposite order again. It's kind of like a snake. You're just snaking around, okay, as you go and build up the levels of the piles. Same thing here. How would you like the stacking? Left to right, right to left, or leapfrog? Just left to right, no leapfrog. Okay. Now, a far more recent dealing is the following. I call it the random serpentine. Okay, so how this works is you just deal out the cards into 4 piles like so. Now, instead of consistently going left to right, left to right, left to right, or doing the serpentine, right to left, left to right, right to left, you give the spectator the choice. Would you like me now to deal the next level from right to left or left to right? You want left to right again? Okay, that's fine. What about the next level? Right to left. Okay, so you switched it up. What about here? Left to right, back to left to right. Okay. How would you like these stacked? Left to right, right to left, or leapfrog? Leapfrog from left to right. So this one leaps over its neighbor. This one leaps over its neighbor. How would you like these stacked? Left on right? Okay, so we can now show you the new shuffle. It involves the down under, okay? So how this works is we're going to deal out the cards into 4 piles using the down under. So we go down, under, down, under, down, under, down, under. You're allowed now to do a random serpentine deal. So we went from left to right. So we can go to left to right again, or we can go to right to left. Your choice. You want to go from right to left? Okay, so down, under, down, under, down, under, down, under. What about the next level? You want to go right to left again? Okay, that's your choice. Down, under, down, under, down, under. What about the final pile? Left to right or right to left? Right to left again. Okay, that's fine. Under, down, last one goes on top. So if I'm not mistaken, you went from left to right, and then you did 3 right to lefts. That's just great. How would you like these stacked? Right to left, no leapfrog. Okay, your choice. That's great. Okay, and now at this point, we're going to do a final just mixing of the cards using a very, very powerful shuffle. It's called the Klondike shuffle. This is where you take the top and bottom cards off as one, okay? And then just set those down. And then I'm going to push off pairs of cards, just pairs of cards, and deal them out into a triangle, which is kind of fun, okay? And then the first pile dealt, I just stack in opposite order. And from here, we're essentially done. I'm going to deal out 8 cards. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The remaining 8 will constitute a second pile. Okay. Now in camera view the whole time, I've had this written prediction. So let's just see what the written prediction says and cross our fingers here. Okay, so what does it say? We will separate the clubs and hearts from the spades and diamonds. Okay. Wow, did we do that? Let's just check this. The clubs and hearts kind of together from the spades and diamonds. It'll come up here, I guess. I'm not making terribly good use of the pad here. And then way up there like that. Okay. So did we separate the clubs and hearts from the spades and diamonds. Let's just check here. Clubs, well, these hearts, club, heart. Okay, we seem to have a problem, Houston. Right there. For some reason. Okay, and then these are, we're looking for diamonds and spades. Okay. Well, we almost did that. Is there a second? Oh, there's a second part here. We will also separate the even value cards from the odd value cards. Is that true? Let's just check here. 10 is even. Queen is 12. Even. 1 is odd. Darn it. Odd. Even. Okay. So we're still not quite there. I kind of hope there's a final part. Oh, there is. Yes. Except for what? What's the exception? 2 of clubs and the ace of spades. Is that what happened? 2 of clubs, ace of spades. Did it break our perfect prediction? It did indeed. And we saw the future and were able to cover that one exception just fine in our written prediction that was set out before we even began any of this. Okay, so that is an example of what I call the down under random serpentine deal from left to right into 4 piles. Okay, so let me just show you. We'll kind of work through some of this with a far more transparent packet so you can kind of see what's going on. And I've built it already. And I should bring out my write-up here. A Quasi-Bessie sequence of order 16 looks like this. It is mirrored. So once you know the left-hand side, the right-hand side's just the reflections. That makes it a little bit easier to remember it. Now, this kind of arrangement of the cards is unharmed by hundreds of unique ways of mixing the cards without destroying the structure. Okay, so that's why it's a kind of a big deal, actually, in card magic. There are very few packets that you can mix in hundreds of ways and not harm them. Well, this is one of them. So I have zeros and ones in for kind of a dichotomous characteristic. So with the ones represented were all of the even value cards of clubs and hearts. Zeros were the odd value cards in spades and diamonds. And then if you want to do the miscall like I did, I just switched 2 of clubs with the ace of spades. And then that will be the one exception. Okay? And then the dealing that I did has a crazy name here, as I mentioned. It's the down under random serpentine LR deal into 4 piles. Okay, and notationally it's written like that. Okay, so what we need then is we need a packet that is arranged like what we have right here. Okay, so what we're going to do is ones will be red cards and zeros will be black cards. Okay, so I have red, black, black, red, black, red, red, black. Okay, we're halfway through. Black, red, red, black, right there. Red, black, black, red. Okay, so this is a far more transparent Quasi-Bessie sequence of order 16. Okay, and then I showed you, we did a bunch of mixing. What we'll do is we'll just jump to the new shuffle. Okay, I'll do one of these, I guess. How would you like this stack? These stacked, left to right, right to left, leapfrog from left to right. Okay, these are all choices the spectator's free to make, by the way. Okay, so why don't we just do a down under random serpentine deal into 4 piles. So you go down, under, down, under, down, down, under. Okay, and now which way would you like to go? You want to go left or right again? That's fine. Down, down, under, down, under, down, under. Now right to left. Okay, down, under, down, under, down, down, under. Oh, now by the way, very important step that kept messing me up in my practice. When you get to putting the final card down, moving from left to right or right to the left, you need to finish the down under shuffle, meaning you need to put the next card under. Okay, so maybe note that as you maybe rewatch the video here. Maybe now we'll go from right to left. Set that one down. Now with all of the talking that I was doing, I hope I didn't lose concentration there. So you want leapfrog from right to left. Okay, that's fine. How would you like these stacked? Left on right. Okay, so as long as I didn't make a mistake in just carrying out that shuffle, we should still have a Quasi-Bessie sequence of order 16. Okay, and then just a reminder of what that looks like. So red, black, black, red, black, red, red, black, black, red, red, black, red, black, black, red. Okay, so that just shows you that indeed we've preserved that structure. Okay, so if you want to have a miscall, like even with this packet here, let's say you want to separate them into reds and blacks with one exception, all you would need to do is just switch a red for a black and a black for a red. Like right here, you could just go like this. And so at the end, 5 of hearts will be among the black cards in your groups, and the queen of spades will be among the red cards by just making that small adjustment. Okay, and so after you're mixing it, now I will include in the description below a link to Bessie sequences and Quasi-Bessie sequences, which is very important because it will teach you about these as to what we're doing, because we're kind of jumping into the middle of a conversation, or we're assuming you know a little bit about these structures. But if you don't, I have a whole playlist to teach you about them. Now, to go from this to separating the reds and the blacks, there are a number of ways of doing it. Now, the way that I showed you here, which works really well, is you just perform, if you remember, I did a Klondike shuffle. There's just 2 steps here. A Klondike shuffle. And by the way, this separation procedure is thanks to Warner Miller, one of my subscribers, kind of a genius mathematical magician. And then you follow that up with this dealing pairs into a triangle like this. Just push off pairs. And then the first cards to set out were over here. You pick those up first and go in opposite order as far as the stacking. And so what will happen is the top 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, will be of one color, and the other 8 will be of the other color. Okay, so that's how you would separate them. Oh yeah, we had an exception. I fooled myself there. I thought, wait a second, we messed up again. No, we built in an exception. You remember? Red 5 and black queen. Okay, and you could have that on a written prediction, you know, and people will think you blew it. Spectators love when you blow it. They love to see you uncomfortable. And then you turn over the back of the prediction. It says, except for these 2 cards. Okay, so that is a look at a brand new shuffle that preserves or inverts Bessie sequences of any order, of any permissible order for Bessie sequences. The same thing for Quasi-Bessie sequences. So I thought I would just add that to your repertoire of shuffles that you can do with these most remarkable packet organizations. Bessie sequences and Quasi-Bessie sequences. So thank you for watching, and take a look at other videos on the Absolute Math Magic channel.